and welcome back to Kev's Hobby Showcase. I'm, of course, Kevin. You may have also seen me on Tabletop Jones Productions presents Two Idiots Playing Board Games, where John and I are the Two Idiots Playing Board Games. And today, I'm going to be doing a part 3 to the Heroes of Hadley's Hope. If you haven't seen the first two, basically what that is I have a game that is related to the second Aliens movie. And one of these sets I was able to get basically had all the characters, like the Marines and the civilians that were basically in the movie. Now there's 15 of them. So instead of doing all 15 in one ginormous video, I decided to break it up. So I'm doing, it's going to be 5 videos, 3 characters each. So this is the third one, and we have Sergeant Apone. We have Lieutenant Gorman. And we also have Private Frost. I almost dropped him. Private Frost. So, now all of these are Marines. I didn't include any civilians in this one. Apone and Frost, I'm going to be doing the camouflage like I've done for some of the other ones. Gorman, he's just had like a regular, type of military jumpsuit. So it's going to be a little bit more simple to do him. But we'll see how it all works out, because you never know. All right. So, and then of course, at the base, it's usually wind up doing black, and then I try to put a metallic cover over the name. I'm trying to do it a little bit better, because some of the other ones, it came out a bit watery, and I had to kind of like redo it. So I'm going to try to do it right the first time on this one. Ooh, maybe see if I've learned something. All right. So I'm going to, of course, these have to be primed, so I'm going to prime them. And then when I come back, we'll start doing some base coating, and we'll just keep it moving, all right? So stay tuned, and all right, we're back, and we're going to be priming all 3 of these Marines. All right, so hold on. Okay. See, with these, it's easy to make sure that you got it all, because the plastic is green, and the primer is gray. So. But like with everything, I always say don't worry if it looks like it's caked on, because the primer will settle it. Okay. And that's it. We got all 3 of them. Yeah. And so next, we'll start doing some of the base coating with the Marines, and get them ready to deploy in the Aliens. Another glorious day in the Corps. All right, so stay tuned. And now. All right, I'm back, and the primer is now dry. And we're going to dive right into painting these 3 Marines from Heroes of Hadley's Hope. This is part 3 of this. There's a lot of Marines. All right, so let's get this on. Tone this down. Okay. All right, but so unlike other times I was doing this, this is all Marines. So the first coat of green is going to be pretty much all of them. Okay. So, at the time of this video, the movie Romulus, Aliens Romulus, is actually available to stream. I have not yet seen it yet. I wanted to see it in the theater. Actually, I was going to make plans with my daughter, who has grown to really like the Aliens franchise. However, she got very nervous about seeing it. I'm going to see something here. So she got very nervous about seeing it in the theater. She was like, I don't know, maybe I should wait until it's out on it's out for streaming. I was like, all right. But I figured I would watch it, and then I'll rewatch it with her. And unfortunately, my children don't frequently watch my videos, so she's not gonna know unless she all of a sudden changes her tune and starts watching them. Well, I'll be honest with you, I'd tell her anyway. because I'll watch it and then I'll tell her, hey, he was really good. Which I am anticipating it to be really good. Because I do enjoy the Aliens movies. Trying to think if there's even one that I didn't like, and I can't really name it. Even the third one, which a lot of people were upset with, mainly because Ripley kills herself at the end. She dives into like an incinerator to stop the, because she was impregnated with an alien queen, and she found out. So she, of course, didn't want the thing to live. As a matter of fact, I think one of the scenes at the end was her falling into the incinerator, and then you see the queen burst out of her chest, and then she grabs it and holds it while she falls into the incinerator. And, you know, Ellen Ripley was always a badass character. And that just was like true to form, in my opinion. That's why I can never understand when I hear people say that that there was never any strong women action characters. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And I was like, Ellen Ripley, Sarah Connor, you know, from the Terminator series. You know, I'm sorry, but Linda Hamilton was tremendous in that part in the second one. I mean, really in all of them, but in the second one, she really, really did a great job. Okay, that's all three of them for the base coat, but now I gotta let that dry. All right. So the base coat is an olive green. It's it's more of a military type color green. That's what I always use for stuff like this. Oop. Okay. Okay, so we got to let that paint dry before we can do anything else. So, so I'm going to take a little break, and you know, when it's dry, I'll come back, and I'll start to do some details with the gear and the weapons, because I'm going to do it. I'm going to do all of that, the gunmetal color, and then I'm going to start trying to put in the design for the camouflage. And if you've seen the other videos that I've done for this, you'll see that it's just putting some white and some gray in some random areas, and then when I do the wash, that it puts the black in, and it usually at least I feel it comes out looking good. So so like I said, I'm going to take a break, let that dry, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we've given that paint some time to dry, and now I'm going to start on some of the details. I'm going to start off with the gear on each of the Marines. All right, so let's just get to it. All right. Okay. Okay, the weapons and the gear is what we're going to do. Okay. Alright, so this character here, this is Frost. Let's see if I can see can't see his name right now. This is the guy, when they entered the nest, was given the task of holding everybody's ammo that they were told to give up, because it was, you know, they had realized that where they were was basically in a very sensitive part of a big nuclear reactor. That was the atmosphere processing plant. So I remember him, you know, when they were saying no firing in there, he's like, what are we supposed to use, harsh language? I thought that was pretty funny. All right. Okay. All right. Alright, so let's see, what else do we have on here? Oh, got some stuff back here that'll count as gear. Got a nice little pad up here. I'm going to do the same. Alright. Got a lot of little things on these Marines. Okay. Now, Gorman here will be a little bit easier because he's not really all geared up like the other ones. Because if you remember the movie, when they went in a nest, he stayed behind and was just monitoring everybody, and then I don't know if anybody remembers, he got very overwhelmed very quickly. Alright. It's pretty much all I need to do on him with that color. Now the Sarge. Yeah, the Sarge. Sarge, I like that. I was sad to see him get well, you never actually saw him get attacked by the alien. You just saw his camera go out on Gorman's end. Yeah, but they pretty much, for those who remember the movie, the Marines pretty much said what happened. You know, it's like Hudson saying, "Sarge is gone. Get the F out of here." Okay, well, it's like, I looked at all these pieces before doing all this. It's not, but it isn't until you're actually doing the painting that you appreciate how many little details there are on these things. Okay. All right. I think that's it for this color. Now, don't want to just stop. At least not just yet. So, I think what I'll do next is the flesh tones. So, this one's going to go a bit differently than usual. It's just this color for just this one, just for Gorman. Oop, dang it. Way too watery for my taste. But it will settle in. But that's all we need that one for. Because Frost and Apone are both black men. And I like to get it. Whoops. I like to get everything exactly right. Okay, where is the brush that I'm looking for? That's good enough. Okay. Sometimes I forget, though, when I'm doing the flesh tones, that it's not just the face, sometimes it's the hands as well. Okay. Okay, that's it for that one. And now, oh, actually, I gotta come back to Frost and do some more with both the gunmetal and the green. Okay, where's the gunmetal? Well, actually, first was the green. I think I put the green away, and I did. All right, let's just get this one really quick. And I did it with this. Okay, that's all I needed to do on that. All right, and now the gunmetal. Wow, it's amazing what you find out you missed when you're doing something. So, I gotta go back with the brown because I forgot one of his hands. And what was the one I was using? This is the one I was using. Okay. Okay. Whew. Yeah, boy. It's a lot. It's a little bit, but it's a lot. It's hard to explain. All right, so now I'm gonna. Whoa, Jesus. Okay, now I'm going to start putting down colors for camouflage, but I only need it on Frosty and Apone because Gorman was not wearing camouflage. So I'm going to do this, do it random. All right. Oh, I may as well. I don't know why it didn't occur to me to keep it out too. Do it on Apone as well. Okay. Like I said, I just do it in random spots, you know. So now I'm going to do the same with the gray. It's just the, nope, that's not the gray. Where's the gray? This is the gray. Okay, and okay. All right, again, just like before, I'm in random spots. I mean, there's no particular pattern with camouflage. A lot of times, it looks just very random, so that's what I do. All right, now, is there anything else I can do while that paint is drying? All right, may have to take a little break. and let all that dry. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let all that dry. I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to come back. I'm going to get the bases done and then the wash. Because I don't, obviously I don't need to put any wash on the base, but I'm going to paint the base, and then I'll put the wash over it, and everything will, and then it'll hopefully look really, really good, which I'm pretty sure it will be. So anyway, stay tuned. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I'm giving that paint some time to dry, and now we're going to get the bases done before we do the wash. All right, so let's get this on. Let's point this down, and let's get to it. All right. Okay, let's see. What's a good one to use? Yeah. All right, this one seems good enough. Excuse me. All right. Oop. All right, so here we go. All right, excuse me. So, like I said, this has been part 3 for the Heroes of Hadley's Hope. So that's 2 more to go, and probably we'll have the more popular characters in. I do apologize for that noise outside. One cannot control one's neighbors. And that's what it boils down to. And besides, the last time I looked, even though that music is loud, it was within their own home, which is their business. And before anybody comments about what I should do, let me just say, I leave it alone. Because there come occasions where I will watch something and occasionally listen, to music, and I will do it, and I'll have the volume loud, and it'll be as late as it is right now, which right now it's, in the evening, it's around, I think it's like 8 o'clock. That's what the clock says, at least. And, so basically I say to myself, if they do it, I don't want to hear a thing when I do it. And so far that's worked out pretty well, because when I do it, nobody bothers me. So I'm like, so what when they do it? It does get annoying when it's wee hours of the morning and it's still going on, and it has happened in the past. But pretty much the precedent was set years ago by one of our former mayors in this fine city, where he basically said police will no longer respond to noise complaints. And I was like, oh, goody. Ain't that great? I don't know why. Well, I say I don't know why he did it, but, I didn't like that mayor one bit, and I could probably say a few things, but I'd rather not. Because I don't want to get into a pissing contest from anybody who happened to like the way he ran things, and I won't even say which mayor it was. However, if you live in New York and you've been paying attention, you know exactly who it is. But I will not say it. Some people will say, well, what's the problem? I mean, really there isn't. I guess in the long run there isn't. And I can't say I want them to be quiet because I don't like their music. because they could say the same thing to me, you know. So let's not get into a, you know, tit for tat argument. All right, well, you know what? I get the bases done, but I'm gonna have to wait for that paint to dry now. All right, so took a short burst here. I should have known better, but anyway. So I'm gonna let that paint dry. When we come back, I'm gonna do the I'm gonna do like a metallic color around the name that's on the base. I mean, that's one of the things I've been saying with these pieces, is that, you know, they really did a good thing by putting the name of the piece on the base of it, which was really helpful. So I'll get that, and then I'll do the wash, and it'll be all finished. All right. So, you know, I know this was a short burst, but stay tuned. I'll be right back. Okay, so we've given that base some time to dry, and we're going to finish it off and then do the wash. All right, so let's get this on. Let's get it down here. Okay, so I don't remember. The flat aluminum was the good one to use on this. Alright, and once again, I do apologize for the noise from outside. There's nothing I could really do about that. Okay. Well, going over it lightly with the names. Unfortunately, these metallic colors always seem to be very watery. That one went on pretty good. Alright. Just got to try to do it with as light a touch as possible. Oh, this one actually came out. Looks like it got better as it went on, in a way. Okay, so that is it for the paint. Sorry, it seemed to be getting louder. Okay, and now the wash. All right. All right. Okay, so yeah, with the wash, it kind of helps to finish off the camouflage, as well as settling into all those nice little crevices that the piece normally, you know, naturally has. All right. I know Gorman doesn't have camouflage, but still got some of those crevices that the other pieces have. Okay. Okay. A little bit more maple. Okay. And looks like we are done. Let me put that away. All right. Okay. So we have, from part 3 of Heroes of Hadley's Hope, we have Lt Scott Gorman, we have Sergeant Al Apone, and we have Private Ricco Frosty Frost. That's what the names say on the back of the box. So they're not in camera shot, are they? So here they are, and ready to be deployed to fight the aliens. Okay. Alright, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. You know, parts 4 and 5 will be coming up hopefully within the next couple of months, or maybe 1 month, depending on how you know, how much time I get to make more videos. Please like, excuse me, like and subscribe and share this video as much as possible. Also, check out Tabletop Jones Productions with me and my friend John are the two idiots playing board games. Please like and subscribe and share there as well. We'd like to reach as many people as possible with these videos and hopefully entertain. All right, so thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a great day and you take care of yourself.